Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. We're doing the alphabet and I'm picking makeup from whatever brand and we're on the letter T. But I want to kind of sidetrack. I need a break. Not really a break because I like doing this and I've really enjoyed it to find what brands really stick out in my head. Like ones that maybe I forgot about or that I'm like, wait, I this is good. And then others are like, why did I buy this? But with this particular brand, they were kind of going off of the radar for me. Tarte is the brand we're talking about, right? Then they came out with the Juicy, and then the Christmas collection, and I fell back in love with it, right? Wonderful, great, right? But then my daughter was actually with me at the time in Ulta a couple years ago, and she had purchased some stuff from the Sugar Rush collection, which is like a sister brand of Tarte, give or take. But I enjoyed, well, she enjoyed it so much so that I had to buy something, of course, and that's where the lip mask came in. And the little flowered lip pots, okay? These are wonderful. I would suggest getting the clearer one because the other one, it's kind of tinted and it does get on your pillowcase. So beware. But it is a very hydrating lip mask. It's thick, but not like that, like gumpy slit or goopy and all that. But it is thick and it is so nice and it lasts through the night. I apply it at night and it's good to go. All right, then I had tried her. Let's see, she had gotten two samples, a lip oil and this cake pop, two little sample things, and she didn't like the color, so she gave them to me. And I love this color, by the way. This is one of my favorites, and I actually bought a bigger size in a different shade, Cupcake, which if you've watched previous videos, you know. So, and of course, I already own eyeshadows. And I thought this brand, and I do believe that it is more to the teens, like the baby teens, like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14s, where Tarte would be more, maybe 15, and then 16 and above for Tarte. But this is kind of getting into makeup, just pushing your toe in type of thing. But because it is like that, it's very lightweight. Everything is. It can build pigment, but it is generally very, buildable makeup. And I got this foundation the other day and I used it in a video. It's the Poreless Tinted Moisturizer. I don't believe I've tried a tinted moisturizer before. I don't believe I have. I may have, and I'm just not recalling it. But I don't believe I have, unless, let me see something. The Hourglass, is it considered? It's considered a skin tint. Alright. So I don't believe I have. This is amazing. Amazing. It is a little bit too dark for my skin tone, but I did not have to set this, and I wore this, and y'all, it lasted. It out in the heat. Now I have humidity, but it's not like all very strong, okay? But there is humidity. But the heat, I have the heat. It's hot. And I was sweating. But this held up. I was like, what is going on? Like, my makeup looked so good the other day. All day long. So, I also purchased this and this. This is the concealer. I wore it with that foundation or that moisturizer, tinted moisturizer. And it looked great. Like, that concealer set, it's not full coverage. It's not. You can see. It's not full coverage. Light to medium. It's buildable. But it is a stick. It's creamy. You know that. Same. Basically, I kind of think they're the same, to be fair. Because this here is my skin tone. This matches perfectly. It's in light. Okay? This is a perfect match to a T. And It's creamy and so blendable. I got no words. I was shocked. Now, only other stick foundation I can compare this to is the Hourglass. And I feel like this is definitely more creamier than the Hourglass foundation. Um, but I think the Hourglass may have more coverage than this. But I am wearing both of these today, and I did not set, and it's nice. I'm not gonna lie. Like, even if I see there's some creases, I can just go like this. Like, if there is creasing or settling into fine lines, I can go like this and tap it away. Very little is on my finger from doing it. Like, it's so nice. And that shocked me. It did shock me. I used... What did I use? What brush? I used a brush. Oh, I used the... hold on, let me get it. The 101. Yeah, 101 by BK Beauty. That's the brush I used. Alright. Now, the other thing I want to speak on is these. Alright, the two blushes. Pink and like a peach. I'm wearing the peachier one today, so you can see it. And I feel like this is definitely more summertime. Like, it's bronzy, peachy color, you know what I mean? Like, in my, just my opinion, of course. But it looks very nice. And the pink is pink. Now, are these special, like you need to get them? No. I mean, they are a big brush. But I feel like, and like the colors are good. Like, I love this color, so I'm glad I got this. Because I don't own that many of these. But this color, like, I've got Hourglass. I have the Jaclyn Cosmetics, which they're not in business anymore, so I have Hourglass. I believe, like, Milani has baked blushes. Like, there's other places that have them. However, this is a travel size, so it's only $14 for it, I think, is what it was to try it out. So it might be something you're thinking about. And they do have sales, so keep this in your, you know, the back of your head and stuff. The bronzer, I've really come to like this bronzer. Now, does this beat my Armani? No. But it is coming up there in my bronzers. The more I use it, I want to grab this. Why? I don't know. It's like so easy to use. I mean, you can't overdo it, which again, Hourglass is one that I think of. And the price point between this and Hourglass, this is your better bet. Now again, you don't have options. The blushes, there's two. The bronzer, there's one. So that could that may not even work for you. But this bronzer, I'm just taking this, I swipe it in, and I just buff it in. Like, hello, no work required at all. It's like perfect. It does the work for you. And that's the kind of, again, this is the makeup I need, I want, and I love. Because I don't know what I'm doing. How long should I blend? How long should I, you know, how much should I put? Like, these are things I don't know. So I need the makeup to do it for me. These do that. So again, if you're looking for, I would say if you're a beginner at any age, if you're looking for like teens, and the packaging's cute for teens. Or like, what are they called? Tweens, teen? No, well, they're not pre-teens. I don't know. I can tell you that my daughter is 10. She was 10. She's 11 now. 10 when she wanted to start kind of playing, like more not like just doing to do, but like actually trying to do her makeup. She was 10, and she really liked these because they were just so easy. So I will say that for me, same thing, so easy, but they do look nice on the skin. The pink one though does have a little more of the like glitter in it, but I'm wondering if I get over this first layer, if it's actually all through it, or if it was just on the top to make it look pretty. because you can see like up here, you can see it a little bit, but like in the middle where the brush is, you don't no longer see it. And this did not have it. I mean, it kind of has that sheen and stuff, but not really. Again, I don't know. It didn't. The pink one kind of emphasized the texture, where the peach one, it's not. So I'm not for sure on that. The bronzer though, it's good. No problems. Now, here's the one thing that I don't think you need. I'm just going to be honest. I don't think you need it. And it's this. It's the Fresh and Frosted highlighting palette. I don't think you need this. It's okay. Today I'm wearing, I think it's glazed. So the first day I wore this one here, which is iced. And this is the only thing that I'm like, I don't get it, because I really would have thought it would have been much more toned down, much more lighter for teens or preteens than this, because this, I mean, it could be, I mean, it's toned down, don't get me wrong, I didn't go in with a heavy hand, but these are very pigmented and very like beam from outer space. But maybe that's what they like, I don't know. For me personally, if I go in with a light hand, I can make it work. So I have used these two. Now this one I know works also, but that's neither here nor there. I just don't think you need this. Okay, there's other highlighters, either if you want them to beam or if you want it more skin tone. This is not a necessity in my book. It just isn't. But it's up to you. Eyeshadow palettes. Or wait, let's do lips real quick. These are, I must pick a color, any color. It's a lipstick, it's a liquid lip, but it's a velvet type liquid lip, so there is transfer, but not much. It wears beautifully through the day. It feels beautiful on the lips. It doesn't suck the life out of them. If you moisturize, okay, so when I do my makeup now, I am grabbing for this, the Sigma conditioning lip mask. I put this on and I just let it sit. I do my makeup. Then it's pretty much worn off by the time I go to put my lipstick on. I mean, because I'm not putting that much on to begin with, and it spreads, very little spreads a long way, number one. Number two, it just kind of like soaks into your skin anyway. So I don't know. That's a banger product from Sigma. But anyway, then you can apply this, and it doesn't suck like that out. Like, it just, try it. It's worth a try. But today I am only wearing this. So I put my lip mask on, did my makeup, and before I hit film, I put this on. It has a very light tint. It smells fruity. I'm not for sure what this is. It's a gloss. I think it's a lip oil type gloss thing. So I don't know like what the it's a lip oil is actually what it is. The vegan lip oil. I don't know what color it is. That's what I meant to say. I know what it is because it says it, but the bottom doesn't have the color anymore. But I can tell you, it smells fruity. And it's like a, I don't know what color, cherry color, raspberry color maybe. I would say raspberry color. Yeah, there we go. That's true to color right there. So it's that color there. And it is the nicest lip oil. I said it. I like it better than Dior. Yep, I like it better than the Dior. They're different, by the way. Like, it's not like a dupe or even a similar product, okay? It's two different formulas. So depending on what you like for formula. But this one has a tint. And like, as it wears away, I want to say it kind of leaves behind this raspberry stain. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, not like a popsicle lip. Because your whole lip gets it. Like, wherever you laid that, it's going to, like, but it's not a lip stain. So I don't know why it's doing that to my lips, but it is. So, all right, now eyeshadow palettes. I own 2. There's a third. Will I get it? It's a good question. It's a very legit question. So I have the Sweet Tart Frosted Sugar Rush palette and the Sweet Tart Cravings palette. This I've done, it's sitting here, it'll stay sitting here. I love this palette. Really, this palette actually goes with my outfit better, but I just used this in the review, so I didn't really want to reuse this. Again, you can see the colors. It's definitely, but these metallics, chef's kiss. Oh gosh. But yeah, this one is just beautiful as far as looking at it. I'm not gonna lie. The formula's good. I'm wearing it today, but just wait, just wait. It is like a box of chocolate. Look at that. It's gorgeous, okay? It's gorgeous. So let's get started. That way we can talk about it. The first shade we're going to go into is this one right here. The thing is that with these palettes, you're kind of going to get the same base look. Hence this, okay? A little bit can change. You could go more purple or more brown. In a way, okay? But it's kind of the same setup you're going to get out of these palettes. I did use this shade right here. Let me go ahead and do that because I want little Dustin. Okay. It's that shade there is really good to set your lid with. But you can see I've used this palette. Like, you can clearly see there's marks all over this palette. So I'm not just BSing you. And for you to see wear on a palette from me, that says a lot considering my collection. These are palettes I would not... Okay. For real, for real. I would get rid of my Tartelette and Bloom, Tartelette Toasted, before I would get rid of these. I said it. I said what I said. I wouldn't get rid of my Tartelette Juicy or the Christmas collection. Now those I wouldn't get rid of. But, and I mean the Christmas from 2022, I believe. What did they launch in 2023? I forget. I'll have to go back and look. Look how easy, like there is pigment to these shades. Like you can see that pigment. But they're just so easy to like build and blend, and you're not going to have any issue at all out of them. Like, they just are what they are, you know? Now we're going to go into this darkest shade. Boom. And I'm going to show you because it is pigmented. But there is one boom. But you can see how dark this is going to get. So let's say we go in boom, boom, 2. So 1 is going to be a really good, easy blend. 2, you're going to spend a little more time blending. But still yet, same outcome. No issues. That's the outcome you're going to get. No issue. I'm using the BK Beauty brushes just in case you're curious on the brushes. But I'll be honest, I've used BK Beauty, I've used Morphe, I've used Sigma, I've used my Sephora collection using these palettes, so refer. No issues. And the colors go nice. So I use that more like, it's like a orangey brown shade up here. And then applied that purpley shade, okay? Now you could have went the orangey brown shade to this deep dark brown here even. No matter what, the shades are going to go together well. And that's what I like about it. I'd went with a more brown look, but I'm wearing purple today, so that's why I went more purple today. Regardless, we're going to take that same purple shade, the darkest shade, and I'm going to line the lower lash line. Now, the other thing about these palettes, the two I have from this brand, is that the mirror in them is the perfect size. And look at that. That is beautiful packaging. You can't deny that. So now you have a nice formula, beautiful packaging, or a beautiful design, sturdy packaging, and then the inside. The formula is good. Well, it's better than good. The imprints are delightful. I mean, it does make me want to go out and buy a box of chocolate. And the smell, it's kind of like a light vanilla. And this line has everything in it. I didn't buy any lip liners, or no, I don't know if they got lip liners. I know they got eyeliner. I seen that. And I even think they have their own mascara. But, I mean, Tarte has their own anyway. But I think this line has its own too. But if you go to Tarte's website, just put in the search bar Sugar Rush. Yeah, Sugar Rush. And it will pull up it all their products. And I don't know why they did it, like why they didn't just put this in with, I guess they're keeping it separate, like the Tartelets and then the Sugar Rush collection, I don't know. Or if Sugar Rush used to belong to somebody and Tarte bought them, I'm not for sure. Because I'm pretty sure they bought a skincare line, Awaken. At least in my head, that's what I'm thinking. I could be totally wrong, but I feel like I'm not. Now we're going to go into this purple shade right here and put it all over the lid. Now this is where your looks will differ a little bit, is with these shades. Because right now, you can see it's a purple toned look in a way. It goes more purple, right? Let me get this one here right. I kind of went a little bit too high. I got too excited here. I'll fix it though. I love this brush. Okay, so what I was saying, make sure there's no fallout. Okay, so what I was saying is now it's more purple. However, you could go more antique gold, purple, like a pinky brown type shade. I don't know. Man, that looks like a good one and done. As I sit here and play with makeup. Maybe. A more like burgundy, a champagne. So you can see where this is going. Like, you got different lid options, basically. Your base is going to be the same, and then your lids can change. And then this here, champagne shade, is great for inner corner for me. It is a little bit dark. I guess this is where the highlighter palette, if you did have it or do get it, could come in handy too with these palettes. It's kind of like, you know, but this shade will work for my inner corner. It's not my favorite. This is actually my favorite lid shade, to be fair. But like I said, we can make it work. I used the Tarte Fake Awake liner in the cream color for my waterline. I didn't get any fallout with these shades. And then for this particular one, I decided to take that champagne up a little bit like I used to do. I'm doing it older. Like, I don't really do this anymore. taking my shades up, my inner corner up, but every now and then I do like to do it. But it's been a while. But technically, my inner corner is the shade I love to put all over my lid. But, you know, trying to show different things today. Now we're going to take this dark brown, and I'm going to line the top lash line and bottom lash line. Again, there's depth in this palette, okay? Depending on the brush or how much you apply, these shades can be dark, which kind of makes the palette good for beginners to makeup enthusiasts, even. I don't know, there's just something about this line that I've heard people talk about the lip mask. And again, maybe I'm not watching the right people. Or I'm watching the right people, but I'm not watching the people that are like reviewing this brand maybe. But I've not heard anybody else talk about anything. And don't get me wrong, like this one don't. Because it's cool looking. The pan shapes are. They look like a box of chocolate. But the other palette, it looks boring. It really does. If you look at that color story looking at it, you're like, yeah, that's nothing. But it is something. It is beautiful. If you like that kind of colors. Like, that color story has to be something you do enjoy as a color story. Obviously, if they came out with a green palette, probably not going to love that for myself. I'm sure the formula would be wonderful, but, you know, color story, not for me. That color story is more for me. However, I feel like this palette, because of the way it looks, is more for, you know, other people. I would assume, just because, you know, it makes it a little more unique. Alright. Then for mascara, for the top lashes, we're going to use this Valentino. I was like, what am I doing again? I'm going to use Valentino for the top lashes. I'm not for sure on their mascaras either. I think their eyeliner's okay. I think my daughter told me it was. As far as mascaras though, I don't know. I can tell you that Tarte's not... well, no, that's not true, because I love the Tarte Surfer Curl. I love that one. I don't know if that's still available or not. But like the Man-Eater mascara, I'm not a fan of it. The Tartelette Tubing, I wasn't that big of a fan of it. Lash Camera Action? I don't know what that one is. But that one, I'm not a fan of it. I tried it. I tried to be. I'm just not a fan. I am a fan of this mascara though. And I just don't see a point in buying mascaras when I'm now like obsessed with 3. Like, I am completely obsessed with 3 for sure. At least in black. I'm brown. There's 2 that I like. 1 that I'm still like, I'm not for sure on. So... lower lashes, Lancome Death and Seals. So, I'm sorry that I detoured. I had to, because I'm so scared that these brands are going to shut down. And now that I've done this, went through the alphabet, playing with my collection, I now know that I'm going to concentrate more on products that I really do enjoy and love, because I don't want to see those brands go away. And the reason I say that is because, like, I don't think that. How do I put this? I don't think I'm going to be concentrating on certain brands that I put my money. I don't want to give a name, but we'll just pretend, like Too Faced. Their formula's not changing, good or bad. If you like it, great. If you don't, I understand. It's hit or miss. Things like that. I'm just like, compared to other things. Now, don't get me wrong, like their Christmas palette, the big one last year, 2023, the Christmas tree one, I really did enjoy that. I really, really did. So don't get me wrong. I really do like certain things from them. Is it as good as, say, this, though? No. So why am I talking about that when there's better? But I also know that I have to, I can't just talk about like the best of the best, because A, it may not be in somebody's price point. B, maybe you don't like that brand. Or C, it's not available to everybody. Like, there's reasons why I can't. Because let's be real. If I'm only going to talk about what I like, we're going with Makeup Geek shadows, which are no longer available. Natasha Denona, Pat McGrath. Like, those are in Glamlight. Those are the brands that I'm like, just all about. And though that's great, but like, I do like this brand, and I hear nobody. It's more like I'm going to talk about brands that nobody talks about, that I enjoy. Because A, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I think they're better than what they are, I don't know. Or B, maybe they really are good and nobody just talks about them, so nobody knows about them. Or maybe it's just not supposed to be for my age group, and that's why I don't see people talk about them. That could be. And it's not that it's a bad brand, it's that you don't hear anybody talking because it's not supposed to be in my age group, I guess. But I'm going to tell you, age group or not, this line from Tarte is really, really good. So, if I had to pick a couple of things that stick out really good in my head, like, try it, you'll love it, their lip mask. You'll love it. Trust me. You'll love it. If you don't like a liquid lip, but you do like velvet, like the Jacqueline Cosmetics Cushions liquid lipsticks, if you like those, you'll love these. But these are even more moisturizing than a lot of the cushion lipsticks that are on the market, just so you know. So even if you don't like those, you still might like this, because it is still a little moisturizing. The lip oil, oh Lord, amazing. Maybe not the concealer. Again, because I'm thinking of other reasons. Like, I like it. It's fine for me. But maybe not the concealer. But definitely not the highlighter. As far as the foundations, I would say try this one first. But then this is so good too. And I feel like this would even work for oily skin, because it's poreless tinted moisturizer. It's like it sets into a powder. But then I feel like this would be better for dry skin, but this is a moisturizer, so I kind of feel like this is for dry skin, dry to normal. This may be their version for like normal to oily, but I think anybody could wear it. And I don't know if oily skin could wear this though. I don't know about that one. And they're in their eyeshadow palettes. Try one. Pick any one you want, whether it be the Cravings or the sweet, the frosted, or the third one. I can't think of what it's called. Oh, I forget what it's called, but just pick a palette. And the bronzer and blush, yes to bronzer. The blushes, they're good, but I'm sure you got plenty of blushes. I mean, you probably have plenty of all of this stuff, to be honest. But all right, I'm gonna let you go because we're way far in, and I've been talking way too much for y'all. And I don't, I really like this brand, you all. I really, really do. Let me know if you've tried any of their products and what product stood out in your mind to be the best. And is there anything that I don't have that I should from this line? Not Tarte, but from the Sugar Rush line. Is there anything like, should I grab a liner? Should I grab the mascara? I don't know. I just don't feel like I should, because the liner, I like Tarte's liners, but I like the fake wake liners. So I don't see where I would need that. And mascara, I don't like Tarte mascara, so other than this, well, anyway, alright, I'm gonna let you go. Rambling again, I'm thinking I need to end this. So, wrapping it up, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope it helped in some way. I hope you got something out of it. Definitely try out this line. I really do like it, seriously. There's a code. Whose code do I use when I make my purchases? Kelly. I use code Kelly, and I think I get 10% off. I think. It might be more, but I'm pretty sure it's 10% if you use that code. And, I mean, you might as well save money. Just saying. But that's the code I use when I purchase. And, yeah. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all that where you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday. And I will see you in my next one. I apologize for the long video. Stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.